Is this merely an ordinary sixth-position rise on the digital music chart, or rather a quiet signal proving that a grand strategy behind the scenes has finally found its momentum at the most unexpected time? When Jungkook's name reappeared at number 79 on the Spotify Top Songs global chart on February 21, 2026 through the song 7, many saw the number as routine statistics. Yet for some industry observers, this surge felt like a puzzle piece slowly falling into place, as if there had been a long-term design carefully crafted from the beginning by Bang Si-hyuk, the visionary producer behind BTS's success. Was this simply an algorithmic coincidence, or evidence that a strategy once considered too ambitious has now been verified by time? News of 7 Feet Lato, explicit fur, rising to number 79 went viral after the X account at Goldenlight shared a screenshot of the chart update showing a 6-position increase with a total of 1,613,799 streams. Within hours, the post gathered hundreds of interactions and thousands of views, sparking heated discussions among ARMY. Data further confirmed by other accounts such as at SiriTV46 showed that despite a slight decrease of 9,012 streams compared to the previous day, the song's position actually climbed due to the overall dynamics of the global chart. This phenomenon raises an intriguing academic question. How can a song released in July 2023 still maintain its collective momentum nearly 3 years later? Historically, 7 is no ordinary track. Upon its initial release as part of Jungkook's debut solo album, Golden, the song immediately soared to number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and set a record as the fastest song to reach 1 billion streams on Spotify according to data reported by KWORB.net. As of February 2026, 7 has remained on the Spotify Global Daily Chart for more than 929 days, making it the longest charting K-pop solo song, as cited by various fan tracking accounts on Instagram and music statistics websites. These numbers are not merely numerical achievements but represent the resilience of a work within the highly volatile streaming ecosystem. The album Golden itself has surpassed 10 billion total streams on Spotify, a milestone that further solidifies Jungkook's position as a global solo figure transcending the geographical boundaries of K-pop. During the weekly period of January 30th to February 5th, 2026, 7 still held the number 93 position with over 11 million streams, as reported by StarWSKorea.com. This stability demonstrates that the song's appeal does not rely solely on initial momentum, but on consistent patterns of repeated consumption. Behind these statistics, however, lies a deeper and more emotional narrative. ARMY across platforms from X to Facebook actively share playlists, coordinate streaming efforts, and celebrate every ranking increase as a collective victory. Groups such as Purple Nuna PH noted that in the previous week, the song had even jumped 27 positions to number 114 with around 1.5 million streams. This global community engagement is a factor that cannot be overlooked when analyzing the number 79 phenomenon. It is at this point that speculation about strategy resurfaces. From the beginning, Bang Si-hyuk has been known as a figure who emphasizes global expansion rooted in data and emotional storytelling. Within the framework of the digital music industry, long-term resilience is often more valuable than a fleeting explosion. If a song can endure nearly 1,000 days on the global chart, what is at work is not merely an algorithm, but a combination of production quality, market positioning, and sustained fandom loyalty. Was 7 intentionally designed to become an evergreen hit that transcends traditional promotional cycles? The timing also adds a dramatic layer. Jungkook has now completed his mandatory military service and is entering a new phase in his solo career at the age of 28. His return to the industry spotlight coincides with proof that his earlier work has not lost its resonance. In the theory of attention economics, sustained relevance is the strongest indicator of artistic brand power. The fact that 7 can still compete amid a flood of global releases suggests that its musical differentiation, blending pop, R&B, and K-pop sensibilities, indeed possesses lasting vitality. Does this mean Bang Si-hyuk's strategy has been proven right? The answer may not be as simple as yes or no. The global music industry is a complex arena shaped by platform algorithms, demographic preferences, and social media dynamics. Yet one thing that is difficult to deny is the consistent performance of 7, over nearly 3 years. While many viral songs fade within weeks, this track demonstrates a rare pattern of endurance. For fans, number 79 is not just a number. It is a symbol that their collective support remains relevant. For industry observers, it is an indicator that the production and distribution model built by HYBE may have a stronger foundation than what appears on the surface. And for Jungkook himself, that position serves as a reminder that his musical identity has transcended temporary labels. And the end, the shocking fact behind number 79, is not merely about a 6-position rise or 1.6 million streams in a single day. It is about how a song can outlive expectations, how a global community can influence the chart landscape, and how a strategy designed years earlier may now be finding its validation. Amid increasingly fierce competition, this story becomes a reflection that in music, endurance is often more revolutionary than a fleeting explosion. If examined more closely, the rise to number 79 is not merely a coincidental daily fluctuation. In the global streaming ecosystem, chart movements are heavily influenced by new releases, major promotional campaigns, and viral dynamics on social media. What surprised many analysts, however, is the fact that 7 was not in an active promotional phase. There was no major comeback, no large-scale global television appearance that week. So why did the song gain upward momentum now? Some observers see a consistent pattern dating back to its initial release. Since July 2023, the track has demonstrated stable performance supported by a cross-country listener base. The collaboration with American rapper Latto expanded its reach in the Western market, while Jungkook's flexible vocal identity allowed the song to be embraced across multiple demographics. When it debuted at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, many assumed that was the peak. Instead, the opposite occurred. 7 evolved into an evergreen catalog track that continues to find new listeners each month. Amid this discussion, Bang Si-hyuk's name has once again come into focus. As the producer and architect of HYBE's global expansion, he is known for his long-term data-driven approach, cross-platform distribution strategies, global playlist optimization, and positioning artists as international brands are not spontaneous decisions. Looking at BTS's journey over the past decade, the same pattern emerges: investment in narrative, production quality, and consistent global engagement. The 6th position increase with 1,613,799 streams, despite a drop of 9,012 from the previous day, reveals something more technical. Within Spotify's chart structure, rankings are determined not only by absolute numbers, but also by comparative performance against other songs on the same day. This means 7 demonstrated relatively stronger endurance than several newer releases that may have experienced sharp post-debut declines. This resilience is rarely discussed publicly, yet it serves as a crucial indicator in industry analysis. On the other hand, the power of community cannot be overlooked. ARMY is widely recognized as a fandom with strong digital coordination. When fan accounts on X shared news of the ranking increase, swift responses followed in the form of playlist sharing and renewed streaming calls. This phenomenon illustrates how collective participation can extend a song's lifespan within an algorithmic system. Interestingly, historical data also shows that 7 holds a significant proportion of casual listeners, proving that its appeal does not rely solely on fandom mobilization. There is also an emotional dimension that numbers struggle to quantify. Jungkook, having completed his mandatory military service, is entering a different stage of artistic maturity. The public no longer sees him merely as the group's magne, but as a soloist with an independent identity. When a song released nearly 3 years ago continues to compete on global charts, the narrative that forms is one of endurance and relevance, 2 qualities highly valued in the modern music industry. So the question resurfaces: is this an algorithmic coincidence or validation of a strategy designed from the very beginning? Perhaps the answer lies somewhere in between. Algorithms may create opportunity, but it is quality and consistency that allow a song to remain. In the increasingly competitive music landscape of 2026, number 79 may not be just a number. It may symbolize that a work built on long-term vision will always find its way back to the center of global conversation.